Welcome back, everybody. We're just underway in match 2 of the day. It's Western University up against St. Clair College. You can see Soaks, Squeak, Noxious, Razor, and Aesthetic Sock. So the same roster that we saw last time. And for Western, Quackles, Floppy Chicken, Ice Volcano, Manti, and Nika. And Nika going to be the first one to fall in this map. St. Clair playing a wonky, speedy Junkrat Reaper composition.
And I also see the switching out coming from Nika from Bastion to Ash. A little bit of indecisiveness coming out for both of these teams here, but it's going to be Ash this time around. Squeak, Optimus Prime, looking to make a mark on history forever for all of justice, whatever you say.
It's a cool skin.
It's very cool.
I like the skin.
He just turned into a train. Does he turn into a train or a truck?
I think he turned into a truck. We gotta see it again. Squeak, just pin in there for us real quick. There we go.
He doesn't turn into a truck. What's the point of the skin?
I mean, it could have been good. I mean, maybe they should hire you, Daniil, for this skin. Inquiries as you have some good ideas, but you know what's a good idea for Western is getting the first pick. Razor trying to keep everyone alive inside this this one immortality field and was able to do so. Floppy Chicken though does use that ultimate to take down Noxious. Razor and Squeak are soon to fall. It's going to be a team fight win coming up from Western University.
Aesthetic Sock getting in a bit of a fight, forced to Wraith form away, and they're going to be chasing her down, looking for the kill, still able to escape. But the charge coming through Leroy Jenkins, saving the day. Optimus Prime really living up to the character, not letting a single innocent face evil. Charging through, looking for it one more time, but they're forcing him back. Able to stop the unstoppable force. The immovable objects on the side of University of Ottawa are able to fight back strong. And Aesthetic Sock with the Death Blossom, looking to get something crazy going, but not even needing to use it so far. Just with the support from the team, they're all able to work out a negotiation where all of University of Ottawa dies, all of St. Clair College stays alive, and they're able to take back control of the board.
And it's going to be Western, though, getting 3 kills. I don't know if the Saints can continue to win this one. How can Squeak hold on here? There's going to be the Death Blossom by Aesthetic Sock. Picks up one. That's a nice cleanse, though, to keep the Doomfist alive, who more than certainly would have died. But the Saints supports are back, and now it's going to be University of Ottawa in a lot of trouble. Squeak gets into the back line, gets a kill. Quackles falls as well. I mean, University of Ottawa just a little bit too staggered right now. Saints are finding whatever they want.
Yeah, a huge charge coming through onto the Doomfist. This time around, he's still alive, but the flame shot coming out, finding him as he was trying to keep himself going. With the shield in front of the Flux Wave. Forgot what it's called for a second there, but
he found the pin.
Oh my god, huge! Taking out the Lucio once again, and that's going to be the first round going the way of St. Clair College.
A nice pin there from Squeak to ensure the Saints round, make sure no one can touch the point, and a very dominant round from them. Squeak loves playing that Reinhardt, so every time he gets to unleash that one, he's going to be very happy about himself. Now I think we might see the Doomfist again, or we could see a Wrecking Ball. I'd be very surprised if Saints stay on the same composition.
Yeah, University of Ottawa, however, I feel like they are definitely fighting back really well. I feel like they're able to find their footing a little bit better than Western University was in that first series. However, Saints, again, their aggression is just so unparalleled. Seeing how Squeak was able to so consistently find these charges, find these fireballs, and get the Saints into the position that they need to be to get their offense started. And we're seeing Squeak once again leading the charge, getting really aggressive on the start of things with the bubble shield right down, not able to find any value outside of University of Ottawa. They have to take it down, but taking out Soaks with the Genji. Manatee doing a great job getting things started for their side.
Yeah, if you know anything about Lucio players, that's a typical play. Try to get the 5-man hoop, instead die immediately and lose your team. The team fighters, it's going to be University of Ottawa doing a great job here. Razor trying to stay alive. The bubble comes through, but it's not going to be enough in the end. Squeak jumps up, says hi, falls off. It's going to be University of Ottawa taking the initial team fight off of the back of a quick pick.
Yeah, and we're seeing University of Ottawa. They are going to be able to start things off with the point going their way. Saints, they are going to have to figure out how they want to come back on the attacking side. The Tracer on Aesthetic Sock could be able to find a value pick on the back line, maybe even taking out Echo or the like. All that is going to have to be decided with the Saints' next push as they're all coming back. Razor close to the ultimate. we're seeing Ice Volcano on Lucio trying to force Squeak away. Saints are already on the point. University of Ottawa forced back. Nothing dramatic occurred. Just going to be the Saints' positional play and spatial domination force the University of Ottawa to retreat if they want to stay alive and keep them going. It's better to stay alive and farm alt while, giving up the point than it is to die time and time again. You can come back and fight fast. But Razor using the nano boost onto the tank. Squeak fighting aggressively, sticking into the side of University of Ottawa and using the alt as well, kind of extending the duration of the nano boost if you want to look at it that way, forcing them all to put the attention on him. But Noxious with the headshot and a couple more to take down Ice Volcano, falling back down, and the ultimate in hands on the Viscata City. Aesthetic Sock doing a lot of work with some support from the team. Noxious able to take down Floppy Chicken. University of Ottawa struggling just a bit, but they were able to get the at the very least. Ice Volcano, however, taking down Soaks, and St. Clair College leading strong, 50% on this point.
Soaks doing a bit of a bag selling, as we like to call it, as he stands AFK, and now it's going to be Noxious who's next to fall. It's going to be Quackos using that ultimate, but Manti goes way too deep. Saint's going to look to recontest here, and they're able to do so. Soaks and Squeak up on the site. As the University of Ottawa still have a couple ultimates to work with. Soaks has that beat drop, is going to use it on 2 members, picks up the kill on to the supports, as also the Lucio falls out. Now Volcano does find Razor, but this ultimate here from the Cassidy forced out so much space. It's going to be an easy team fight win again for the Saints as they look to close out the first map.
Yeah, and Floppy Chicken kind of caught out there, opting to get back with the team to go for one last push. The GG push, as we call it sometimes. Gonna slam his way in, gonna cancel the charge, just choosing to stay as a stalwart defender for the team, but it's not really going to work out in your favor. Manatee with the Dragon's Blade finding Soaks, but Noxious able to take him out soon after. Aesthetic Sock and Razor in tandem, finding 2 more to line things up for the Saints. 99%, and it's contested by a Tracer at so low HP. It's not going to last long. Nika falls. Saints taking the first game over University of Ottawa, and it seems like our predictions were true, Theo. Saints having a fantastic series time and time again.
Yeah, very strong start to the series for the Saints, again keeping their winning ways going. This time Razor was on the support. I don't know if we pointed that out, but didn't seem to matter, flexing on 2 roles now, allowing everyone to kind of play here and there. And just a very good map from them. Didn't really see them struggle at all there. They lost maybe a few team fights here for a few seconds, but when they came back with their numbers, it was a very, very easy and a composed ending to the map for them.
Yeah, 100%. The Saints, once again, with this lineup, a little bit of roles change here and there. Aesthetic Sock making the return to start things off. Whether or not going to trade out, get Noxious back in, we'll have to wait and see. But if they do, again, I wouldn't expect much to change. Probably just more domination coming out for St. Clair College. But, again, I'd be pleasantly surprised if things get changed up and University of Ottawa are able to put on a strong resistance going to the next map.
Absolutely. I mean, University of Ottawa have to switch a lot of things up for things to go their way. They tried a couple weird compositions. Not weird, kind of meta compositions. And Saints were playing something a bit weird, and the weirdness from the Saints was a bit too weird for the side of
Story of my
University
life.
of Ottawa. Yeah, you want to explain that?
No, I mean, sometimes you're a weird person and people don't like that, but you press on regardless, and usually it works out in the favor of the weird person.
True.
We're all weird here at
This
the
is
Esports
true.
From. You have to be a little weird to be a professional gamer, I think.
I agree.
You're a shining example of that.
Yeah.
You're the weirdest guy I know.
I mean, I'll take it. I'm good at something.
Amen. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll find out.
Being weird.
Hey!
That was the whole point of the conversation.
Suppose. I think the next point of our conversation should be to discuss next steps for University of Ottawa.
Let's do it.
I think that one thing that was, trying to think of a nice way to say it, a little bit less than optimal might have been their retaking. I feel like more than once it was a little staggered, and I think that's the last thing you want to be doing, especially when you're playing against a team that, on paper, again, I'm not going to say the Saints are just better than them, but on paper the Saints are favored to win. You don't want to be trying to do something like that, trying to go for playoffs. You want to make sure you're coordinated and taking things at a strong, concerted effort. Strategize, playing by the book.
Yeah, staggering is one of the core concepts of Overwatch. There's times you'll see teams way overextend for just one kill, and you're thinking to yourself, oh, why'd they go so deep just to get this one kill? But one stagger, and I mean, you could just make you can make it a repeating process relatively easily. As now it's gonna be University of Ottawa on the attack this time, Saints on the defense. So St. Clair are gonna have the defense first, and Razor is going to be playing the Zarya, so going all 3 roles. A Squeak on Genji. Oh dear me. A lot of interesting team compositions here coming up from the Saints, but still, nonetheless, I'm expecting this partnership of Razor and Squeak to definitely cause some havoc.
Yeah, and we're seeing Aesthetic Sock staying through and finding a beautiful headshot already on to the Doomfist. Love Note finding Manatee as well. These are huge. Melissa and Chloe stepping up and really making a show as they are playing with the varsity team for the first time we're seeing this semester, and this is already going to allow St. Clair College to completely shut down the first push from University of Ottawa. But the next one is coming, and it's coming fast.
It's coming fast. This Squeak just getting charged for Razor on with these bubbles. And there is the teamwork. Aesthetic Sock finding one more pick onto Manatee. Left and right. One more headshot. Beautiful shots here coming out. Can there be more kills? Nika's going to be the next Widowmaker. It's going to be Squeak going down. Maybe forgot he doesn't have as much HP on the DPS characters. Headshots, a one shot from the Widowmaker.
Yeah, I'll just say real quick, Aesthetic Sock, the hit scan ability that Chloe has is genuinely scary. I had the pleasure of playing a couple of Overwatch games with her, and I've seen a clip. I'll beg her to post it somewhere visible, but there's a Cassidy clip that she has that is literally scary. I don't know how you're able to do this, but we're seeing a lot of these headshots coming through from Aesthetic Sock. And again, it is not a surprise to me as I've seen she's capable of another one finding the counter snipe. And I don't think we're going to see those stopping anytime soon, especially now that you have the infrared ultimate coming out for your Widowmaker. Getting the shield as well, healed up to full, looking for more headshots. Stokes is going to get that kill on Ice Volcano before we could find that one, but now just holding down the sight line as you're capturing or defending the point. The Saints are taking this time and holding it. University of Ottawa really struggling.
Oh, good Dragon Blade from Squeak. They pick up the Kiriko and they pick up the Doomfist. A huge blade. Nika, on the flip side, is trying to get something done on this Widowmaker. Oh, let's see these shots here. Beautiful combo. Almost finds the one shot. Forces out the recall. 1 HP.
Oh my god.
Beautiful one-on-one play from Squeak there. Would not know he's a tank player with plays like that, and goes on to the Widowmaker. Now there's no grapple. Squeak going ballistic on the Genji.
Yeah, Cyberstock finding another headshot, finally going down. Love Note and Squeak finding a more value kill. Squeak on its hair, 10-player killing streak. If that is attributed to him, I wouldn't be surprised. This maybe got a pocket Genji. You might be seeing some changes on the varsity roster going forward. Maybe some role changes coming through. As Love Note with the ultimate, so is Razor. Stokes as well having it all. University of Ottawa down in the alt economy, but they only have maybe one or two more pushes left in them. Floppy Chicken taking on Squeak, but Love Note with the ultimate able to take them down, back in response. The Graviton Orb able to take down 2. Razor completely uncontested, wiping up the rest of University of Ottawa. And they got one more push left in them. Soaks with the nano boost, keeping Razor going.
No.
One more push coming up for University of Ottawa.
Not the best nano booster from Soaks, I'm going to be
I had
honest.
to say something about it.
I had to say something about it. I mean, it would be so useful in this last team fight, and that last one was already won after the big grab from Razor. I'm surprised University of Ottawa took so long to die in that grab. Not sure who was shooting into it, but you can see the ults are going to be used. There's the Kiriko ultimate. The Doomfist ultimate is ready. This punch isn't going to land. There's the Zarya on full HP. I mean, the Doomfist ultimate's needed here. 82 HP, going to heal up to full HP from this ultimate. Oh! Careful, Aesthetic Sock. You're going to get taken down there, but the rest of the team is doing God's work. Genji on 1 HP. Squeak gonna use that Dragon Blade. How is he still alive? Love Note gonna be there by his side, finding kills left and right, and that's gonna be a full hold from the side of St. Clair College.
Not even finding 1 point of progress. St. Clair College in a last-second play that was looking pretty scary for them were able to still steal it out from University of Ottawa's nose. I think that Meteor was really scary there. I think their Doomfist was just looking for something, anything, and it's like, Widowmaker! Just went for it, finding the Widowmaker. It was still on, and we saw it, like you mentioned, that Genji was so low on the floor and still not able to find the kill. I'm genuinely shocked. I saw him go down and slam, and he was still alive. Was it a shield? Was it healing? I don't know what kept him there, but wow. Yeah, Saints remarkably played so far.
Yeah, great play. You can see the vibes are good.
Immaculate.
They are smiling, giggling, and playing good Overwatch. I mean, when you're playing good, it's easy to have a good time, as we're going to see some interesting picks. Squeak on his infamous Pharah. I remember one time I was playing ranked, and I was playing on my very poor PC on like 30 FPS, and I lock in Torbjorn, and I have a great first round against Squeak. I take the full cap on Dorado, and then he was, I think, duoed with Lumnote at the time, and they go Pharah and Mercy, and they ruin my day, and I lost that game, safe to say. And you know, it was looking good, and then it just wasn't looking good. And I love this defense from University of Ottawa. This is going to work. No, stay here, stay here. This is a good play. Let's see how it works out. The Pharah does so much damage. They are gonna fall down very quickly. I mean, it's an interesting strategy from the side of University of Ottawa. I kind of like it. I think with a bit more fine-tuning, it might work out, but it's going to be need tuning on another day. It looks like the Saints going to find the cleanup here relatively easily. They look to take one tick on this point. That's all they need to find the cap. You can see Squeak raining down hell from above as so much damage comes down. The rockets keep dropping, but there goes Squeak. He falls down. As now Razor looks to kill the Winston, looks to kill the Reinhardt, is able to do so. Easy capture for the Saints. Close one, as you see there, said Floppy Chicken. So I believe University of Ottawa think they have a good read on the Saints here going into map 3, but they're going to need a lot of work to get down if they want to get back in the series.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised again. Aesthetic Sock finding so many value headshots in this game. We're going to see the play of the game. That's one. Manatee. Next one, I believe, was on the Lucio. Ooh. Oh, Ice Volcano down. Was there one more? I'm pretty sure there's one more. Nah, not that time. But again, those were not set up. Nothing indicating those were coming out. You just find two incredibly value picks off on the get-go. The value of a good Widowmaker. But elephant out of the room. Let's get that thing out of there. That setup from University to Ottawa on that pillar. I'll be honest, I think it would have worked out a little bit better if we didn't have the Pharah.
Yeah.
I think with Pharah, you just easily just boop, get them off, and boop, strategy's gone.
Yeah, the Pharah is just a little bit of a strong character in that kind of composition. If Saints ran something like a Pharah Junkrat and just blew them up, that would have been quite exciting. But we didn't see that. We saw just the Pharah kind of boop them away. Winston jumps up there and people start dying and it all falls apart. So, I mean, St. Clair played it beautifully. Now put themselves 3 flashpoint captures and secures from moving on to the playoffs and securing their spot as one of the top teams in Canada.
Yeah, and I think they are definitely showing why. It's one thing to be good on paper, but when you get to show people what that looks like, I think it kind of leaves a different flavor. It leaves a different taste in the mouth, and you really get the impression from the performance. Peace signs coming out, and we're looking to go into the next map. It's going to be the Flashpoint. St. Clair College having a lot of success on these maps as we went through, but can they recreate it in the same fashion? Once again, Flashpoint, the way it works, there's going to be several points on the map, and the teams are going to have to fight for control, captured up to 100%, and then once one team has full control of it, it's going to move on to the next. You have to get 3 to win, and Saints, they were able to get 3-0 in the last series. Can they do it again?
I mean, University of Ottawa are cooking up the most modernist team comp I've ever seen. I mean, they have 2 extremely divey DPS and extremely divey support. I mean, tank But their support, they have a Zenyatta and a Lucio. I'm not sure how the Zenyatta is ever going to live. I think Aesthetic Sock is just going to go up to the Zenyatta and shoot the Zenyatta many times, and the Zenyatta will fall apart.
Most likely.
In my opinion. And only a Lucio as your support. You have 0 healing for University of Ottawa. I mean, you have to insta-kill your opponents to win the round, and there's Aesthetic Sock. But now I think Saints know what they're going up against. I think Soaks is going to be the only real target here for University of Ottawa.
Again, with the Sombra, able to get some hacks. Those value hacks could be game-changing. Gonna get that Doomfist charge fully charged, but the Wrecking Ball gonna land in front of him in the last second. And that Discord Orb, you see the value of it. Squeak is taking a lot more damage than he otherwise would, relying on Soaks on the Mercy to keep him alive and fighting. Squeak is going to fall. Razor finding Floppy Chicken and Manatee. So they're losing the tank, but the Saints are able to stay strong as the DPS and supports are down for University of Ottawa. Your tank doesn't matter without those two, able to keep them in the fight and make those fights matter. Still gonna spin around as long as possible. I think that's the value of Wrecking Ball. Supports or not, you could at least cause some havoc and force them off the point, stall things out. As University of Ottawa approaching 50%, they are still going to be contesting the point. Floppy Chicken on the Zenyatta finding the headshot, taking down Aesthetic Sock. I think I might have actually seen some value in this Zenyatta that you might not have, okay? It's going to allow them to get and focus down a lot of the problematic players on the side of St. Clair College and get those kills. Sure, your tank is going to fall a little bit faster, but your tank is Wrecking Ball. You don't need your tank to stay alive. You need your tank to cause problems. Spinning around that point, getting everybody off, they're doing the job if you ask me.
Yeah, and I feel like now that the Squeak's on the Wrecking Ball, though, it's going to make this game a lot harder for University of Ottawa. The bomb was going to be used, but Razor gets eliminated. I mean, the target priority here from the side of University of Ottawa is great. They find a couple early picks, and it looks like they're going to be taking this flashpoint, and they're going to get themselves to 56% and ticking. I mean, they're one fight away from taking the first point.
Yeah, 62%. This would be the first point we're seeing the Saints lose in the entire series, really. So Quackles with the mines, not going to commit it, or maybe you might if you get worried and think the Saints aren't going to be able to come back, but with 2 down, Squeak and the rest waiting for the respawns. This is their final push to try to take control back of this flashpoint, and now is going to be the time. Squeak dashing in, finding the backline, putting the bubble down. No damage is going to be coming in or out of that orb. Squeak is going to fall, however, hacked, and the ball of Discord. Full heals coming up from Floppy Chicken. Saints are still trying to fight for it. Love committing the ult, but the orbs, or the landmines rather, forcing the Saints back. Aesthetic Sock is going to go down, and looks like this composition from University of Ottawa is going to find some success as the Saints are going to lose the first flashpoint we've seen today.
Great job from University of Ottawa. I mean, they've executed this comp perfectly, but now the Saints have some time to find some counter picks. Let's see what they decide to go for. Mauga going to be the play alongside Brig, Kiriko, Cassidy, and Tracer. So it's going to make it a lot harder for University of Ottawa to find value in this backline. I mean, with that Mauga, his ability is a bit strong here, but he's not with his team, so it's going to be the first to fall. I mean, Saints just look like they're falling apart here on this third map.
Yeah, Razor falling as well. They're getting split up and picked off. University of Ottawa definitely going to be able to control this first flashpoint. Unless the Saints are going to be able to stall it out long enough. Actually, Quackles just falling off the map, seemingly, allowing the Saints to get control. Squeak with the ragtag team, but the EMP coming through. No follow-up, however, and might be able to go down. Squeak find the kill on Manatee. EMP might not have been the most effective usage that you could have asked for here. And the Saints, I don't even think University of Ottawa, I'll be honest, has a chance of coming back and taking this flashpoint. Saints already 30%, and they're getting another team wipe, basically. It's looking tough for University of Ottawa on this next one.
Yeah, I mean, Manatee, that's just not an EMP that you should be making when you're trying to beat the team like the Saints. Nobody from your team is alive. Your tank just had enough and rolled off the map. I think the EMP is just not good. And now look at your Zenyatta. What can your Zenyatta do against this Mauga who just runs at you, stomps on the floor, and knocks you out? Saints doing a beautiful job of Squeak. Some good driving there. That's a sober driving. Hits everything needed, and Saints now at 82%, looking to close out this first flashpoint for themselves.
Yeah, and we're seeing St. Clair College definitely taking full control of this flashpoint, and they are racking up the ultimates as well. Quackle's going to be the closest to having theirs. Nika not too far behind, but after that, the next one is going to be at 23%, and not even going to opt to stick it through. You got to switch to the Junkie Queen immediately. Not going to be able to find the value on the landmines because it would basically require dashing in, sacking yourself, and then dying immediately. And that's going to be a staggered respawn, opting to just switch to the more optimal tank for this point and changing up the composition on the side of University of Ottawa. Saints are going to be sticking it through, though. Squeak coming close to the ultimate. Static Sock, Love Note committing the ultimate. This is going to be an opportunity for the Saints to get another team kill potentially, but no, a sleep is going to come out onto Squeak. He's going to use the ultimate and try his best to stand strong, taking out Quackles. Static Sock finding the mine on Ice Volcano. Love Note's going to fall, but the Saints are still fighting strong. The Tracer on the side of University of Ottawa trying to take down Squeak, but he's not going to be able to do it. Aesthetic Stock taking down Floppy Chicken. Squeak finishing off that Tracer that was trying to threaten his life, and all the dust is going to settle on St. Clair College, taking this point and leading strong for this next point.
A good fight from the Saints there. They take the initial hard point. Now as another attack goes in the EMP. That's a beautiful one. Squeak, some more good driving, gets a two-man stomp, gets a couple kills, and it's a beautiful team fight from the Saints. They did use that coalescence, just a little flex from Soaks. I feel like that fight was already won just with the initial EMP Stomp combo, but now Saints looking to get into the spawn and not let University of Ottawa anywhere near the point.
Squeak there. Look at Squeak camping around the corner, and it looks like it's working. As soon as they kind of clear it out, he's going to just jump down and wreak havoc on the back line. Quackles taking a lot of damage. Ice Volcano forced to throw out the heals. Love Note not too far behind. This is a fantastic position to be in for the Saints, able to quarter off University of Ottawa and get the pickoffs going, or at least force them to take a fight at a disadvantageous position. Sure, they're taking out a Squeak, but that's plenty of time and an ultimate force to be committed for University of Ottawa. And now they're only being able to just contest a point. Razor so low, able to TP out. Love Note's going to fall. So is Aesthetic Stock. University of Ottawa, they are going to be able to get the flip in the end here, as they are looking to hold control of this point. Saints at 99%. They just need to find a flip and maybe an overtime to take control of this one. Aesthetic Stock and the rest of the Saints trying to get their way back into the fight.
Yeah, good team fight from University of Ottawa. They did use both supports, so definitely a fight they should be winning, but now it's a full drive fight. Yes, there's going to be a Cassidy ult. I don't know if that's going to make a big difference in this team fight, but Squeak going to be the first one to fall here. Can the Saints find anything? No, they're going to be falling down. It's going to be this Junker comp finding all the kills. Yes, they finally find the Junker Queen, but it's not in time. It's going to be a good hold from University of Ottawa, because now they're one fight away from taking a 2-1 lead on the map.
More or less. Love Note, 99%. Aesthetic Stock as well. I'm pretty sure you're going to be committing at the very least one of these ults, especially since the University of Ottawa have their own in stock. Nika getting a lot of damage here on the Sojourn, looking to force the Saints off. Not going to be able to find it. It's forcing the overtime here. Saints are peppering the damage off on that back line. Manatee with the Deadeye, seeing what value can be found, but not much. Love Note with the ultimate up. Squeak using his as well. It's a do or die situation. Squeak is going to fall. Razor Aesthetic Stock as well. Not going to be able to find the flip. Saints actually losing this fight. That's going to allow University of Ottawa to keep living to tell another tale as they take the second flashpoint. Not only are we seeing the Saints losing their first flashpoint in the series, but this for the first time, it looks like they might actually lose a game here if University of Ottawa are able to hold on to this next one and get it to 100% before they are. That's going to be a game 4, ladies and gentlemen. St. Clair College, they are getting their ults back online, but University of Ottawa, they even have that going for them. Squeak almost getting picked off. That would have basically not a game, but it would be huge. He's going to get picked off now, but in a little bit better of a position. Aesthetic Stock finding the Cassidy, but Razor Love Note falling in the meantime. Saints down 3, forced to wait for the respawns to get something going. Razor back on the Genji. Squeak still trying to lead a charge for the team that's going to be favorable. University of Ottawa taking the point, and Saints looking for an opportunity to counterattack.
Yeah, I mean, University of Ottawa are just outplaying the Saints, plain and simple, even without the ultimate advantages. They've just been able to win team fight after team fight. Now the Junker Queen forced to use that shout early, uses that knife. Can they find anything? Squeak gonna do a bit of a 360 here, and he's just in the open. Can't do anything. You're gonna take so much damage from his double hit scan composition. I'm just not too sure how the Saints win these team fights, but it looks like Quackles has maybe walked up a little bit too far. No. St. Clair they're struggling to walk in anywhere. It's 50% now and taking for University of Ottawa. I mean, the Saints have struggled to make any room. Now this Junker Queen is left alone on this side. Can they find the kill? They finally do. This is going to be the Saints finally taking a team fight as they look to regain control back in this map.
Aesthetic Stock and the rest of the Saints. Squeak finding 2, Soaks finding 1 for the team kill. University of Ottawa at 76%. The Saints are not going to let themselves go down here, however. They want to live to keep fighting. 81% on Squeak, Love Note, and Aesthetic Stock with the ults. Squeak is going to be the next to join them on the side of the Saints. Soaks not too far behind that. Juno ult is probably the most valuable one that they could ask for when it comes to holding this point. Maybe Love Note as well, but that one's going to kind of force them to move around a bit to find the value, where Soaks is going to allow them to just sit comfortably and hold it down. And I don't think they want to dilly-dally or hesitate when it comes to using these ults. This is probably going to be the best time to use it. We're going to see it coming through. Squeak using his ultimate. Going to fall down immediately. Pulse Bomb. He's going to get committed. Getting a lot of damage, but no kills. Love Note with the ultimate now as well. Soaks using his. And not actually, yeah, he's not using it yet. Razor with the Dragon Blade. Love Note. The gates are still going, but the Saints are going to be wiping out University of Ottawa. A huge fight, and now they're surpassing the percentage. And I don't think University of Ottawa is going to be able to get back in time to not only contest, but steal it back. They have Quackle's ult, at the very least. Lucio finding his way in, but Razor getting the kill immediately. And this is most likely going to be the point flipped for the Saints, or at least held, and not allowing University of Ottawa to be flipping it themselves. We're seeing Quackles with the ultimate in contest, but Squeak is down, and we're seeing the nano boost. Aesthetic Stock, it's just these DPS and supports left to hold this point, and they are doing a great job getting a lot of damage. Quackle's finding 2, however, 2 down. It's just Aesthetic Stock left with the recall finding 1. Pulse Bomb, so close, but no cigar. Forced back, no recall to keep you in this one, but you're able to still use your 2 legs to run through. Squeak on the Wrecking Ball. They're at 99%, but University of Ottawa, they're going to find the flip. Forced into a dangerous situation. Squeak is going to take down Flopper Chick at the very least. Soaks running in, as well as Ice Volcano. It is a race against time. These teams are scrambling. Saints desperately trying to get the flip back in their favor, but the contest coming through once again from the Wrecking Ball. Quackles forced on the retreat, but getting the touch one more time. So close to finding it, but not quite. The Saints are going to hold this point, but one more touch actually. Quackles is still a factor in this. Getting it one more time, swinging himself around. The Saints are trying desperately to hold this point, but University of Ottawa, I think the reinforcements have arrived, and while your Wrecking Ball is going to go down now, it's a little bit too late. The Saints are still standing strong, but they're not invincible, although it looks like it here. They were taking a lot of heat, but not able to finalize it. University of Ottawa tied up now. Saints 2-2. Final flashpoint. Winner takes all.
The winner takes all. That was a crazy team fight. I definitely thought University of Ottawa had an advantage at some point there, but a nice one clip there from Aesthetic Stock, and then the recall, able to stay alive. The rest of the team comes back. I mean, great support there. And a very chaotic team fight, but you could see the Saints veteran gameplay there. Like, they didn't panic under pressure, and now I think they're going to get the ball rolling, but it's going to be Aesthetic Stock. First one to drop. Saints going to have a 4-on-5 on their hands. They have the Wrecking Ball ultimate though, and it's going to be big. Can they find the opposing Wrecking Ball? They do. There's Quackles going down, and there's no way that University of Ottawa can get anywhere near this point.
Yeah, and Squeak living up to the name, Wrecking Ball just rolling through from one side of the map into this alleyway, knocking them over like bowling pins, and Soaks finding the boob, taking out the Genji. This is a great position to be in if you are on the Saints, and you can see Nika saying it's so close, but again, not quite. The Saints are just on fire right now. Quackle's dueling it out with Squeak, but not the same amount of fire backing you. At the very least, hey, 99%, you have the ultimate. They could make something happen with this minefield, and just like the Saints did it, but there's still so many more ults on the back line of the Saints. The economy is definitely in their favor. Squeak locking in and just pouring in the damage. Saints, they are getting the kills that they need, but they are trying their best to hold it down, and they succeed getting the team kill. Love Note with a nice headshot onto the Tracer, and Razor taking out Ice Volcano. It is the last possible push for University of Ottawa, but Squeak with the ultimate once again, making it damn near impossible. All of them stacked up on the point, and as Quackles finds his way in, not even going to be able to do that much, getting completely denied and shut out. St. Clair College stopping the final fight from even happening. University of Ottawa putting up a great fight, but St. Clair College winning 3-0 once again.
A great job by the Saints to come up clutch when needed most. Play of the game by Love Note on this Kiriko. Let's see the headshots come out. This was after a huge combo. Everyone on the team just pressing Q, and nice shots to find the shots there. But yeah, great map from both teams. University of Ottawa definitely giving the Saints a run for their money on that flashpoint. But other than that, the Saints have looked very dominant, and they will be continuing to playoffs after a flawless 2-0 day.
Yeah, fantastic work. And like you said, Theo, with this victory, they are guaranteed playoffs for the Canadian Esports Nationals. And I think they definitely earn it after that performance. Whoever is going to have the misfortune of facing off against them better come prepared. I think the Saints have demonstrated why they are favored to do well overall in this tournament, and I am excited to see who is going to dare to challenge them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think they are quite a favorite in this entire tournament. You could see why they're just so dominant. When they really lock in and play their best in those chaotic team fights, they somehow always find a way to come out on top. So I think if they keep playing like this, it's definitely going to be a great tournament for them.
Yep, absolutely. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to bring us to a close tonight. A fantastic showing from the Saints once again in the Canadian Esports Nationals. But that is all the action said and done. Of course, we have to say our thank you. Thank you to Amanda for running the stream here and our observers as well. Thank you very much, Theo, and thank you to our sponsors, Alienware, Tim Hortons, Subway, the St. Clair College SRC, and the St. Clair College Alumni Association for making all of these streams possible. I've been Daniil, also known as Badger McGee, and you have been, of course,
Theo,
the Holy Juan. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. We hope you have a fantastic night.
Tell me what's next. Goes huge for the 4-piece. He's on a 7 streak right now. Make it 8.
All the misfortunals. Oh my goodness, the misfortune Falcons.
No one's able to stay alive for Waterloo as St. Clair throws down the ultimate.
Fight is not even the 1, 2, 3.